excited to see, fall ball versus spring ball and who's gotten better and things of that sort. And the hardest thing is just trying to put the right 9 guys on the field and trying to figure out which ones are the right ones at this time. Well, I mean, I think we have an opportunity to be talented offensively, with Ramage and David Brab and some of those guys in the middle of the order. I mean, even Mason Marshall. We have some guys that can hit the ball out of the park with the right approach, and if we don't get big, and then we got a few guys that can run. So I think we've got a pretty good little mix of that going on. I mean, the biggest concern is probably, going in, we're going to play a freshman at shortstop, and both of those guys that are there are young dudes. So we really need them to settle down and just take care of the baseball for us on that part. And then, the biggest thing is just throwing strikes. That's the biggest thing we've tried to emphasize this coming back is it doesn't matter if you get hit or not, just throw strikes. Throw strikes and give us an opportunity. Don't walk guys and put us in bad situations where we're giving up big innings and crooked numbers, and we should be okay. Yeah, I think it'll sophomores, it's kind of their job to lose in some certain places because we have guys that are returning, and I think they've earned the right to roll out there come opening day. But as we just talked here at the end of this practice, there's going to be 9 guys go up, and we got 21 hitters. So there's going to be a lot of disappointed guys, but you just got to be ready to go. When your name's called and you get your opportunity, you've got to go in there and show, hey, this is the reason why I should be playing, and hopefully, we have some guys that step up. And we're not going to get all 9 right, that's for sure, with it being early in the season. So you'll see a lot of different lineups going up here in the next couple of weeks and try to get everybody a little bit of an opportunity. And then those that continue to keep doing it will kind of solidify that, and narrow that roster down, and guys will kind of fall into roles. And Kirkwood comes in, and they do a really good job. They're a Division II powerhouse. I mean, they've been in the national tournament, pretty much every year. And he'll come in with some good arms and good quality kids. I mean, he does a really good job there. And we're thankful those guys come down here and play us every year and go there. And then we jump on the bus and head to Midland and Odessa, who are both in the top 15 in the country right now. So it doesn't get any easier. But that's what we want to do. We want to play the best of the best to see where we're at and where we got to be and what we got to do to get there. And then Vernon comes in, and I think we'll be well tested before we hit the conference. And that's the thing you want to do is try to find out where you're at before you roll into those conference games. And hopefully we got a solidified lineup and a rotation and a bullpen and all that stuff kind of figured out. And then we can go to war with those guys. Yeah, we've seen some guys that have tried to jump up. Mason Gilbert being a third-year guy coming back, and he's tried to lead a little bit in what's going on. And Brooks and those guys with the pitching staff and trying to keep everybody together and keep everybody working in one direction. The hardest part is just trying to keep everybody engaged, once the spring starts, because like I said earlier, you're playing 9 guys and you're probably throwing 8 or 9 guys, and so roles and guys getting them to understand their role and that their role is important, and keeping them engaged and keeping us moving forward.
It's been exciting. I think everyone has the same goal this year. The priority is to win, and everybody's on the same page. And you can see that with practice. Everybody's engaged. But yeah, it's very exciting. We're all ready to go. Freshman year, there's kind of a lot of ups and downs. Definitely just being young. But the more you kind of go through it, you just grow up a little bit. So I'm just kind of excited for this sophomore year. Older, I know more. More relaxed. The game doesn't speed up as much. So the team this year, everyone is so much more connected. I mean, I don't think there's a day you can go without us all hanging out together. That was different from last year. There isn't just separate cliques. Everybody is one, like the team is one. And you can see the way we act, how we play and stuff like that. Everyone's together. Freshman year definitely teaches you a lot. Now I can go in and I can also help with other freshmen, our other sophomores as well. Like they do a really good job of kind of helping our other younger guys. Because I mean, it does speed up on you. But going into sophomore year, I know what to expect. Our other guys know what to expect, and we know how to coach our younger guys up. The team as a whole this year for hitting, I see a big difference from last year. Last year we had a couple of standout guys like Nathan Hopkins and stuff like that, some older guys that were just consistently good. This year I have seen so many more guys be consistent and kind of gel together as a lineup. Personally, mainly just kind of focus more backside approach, stuff like that. I mean, I feel like it's kind of we all have the same approach. We definitely have some big hitters this year, more than we did last year. People that can leave the yard, and then we also have guys that we have legs we can run, and so I think that'll be really good. We can use our speed. I'm excited to win with my guys. We've all worked really hard to get here, and it's fun to win, and that's what we want to do.
Yeah, we've been working really hard, and not just since we got back, but it was a big, long off season. And we start pretty much as soon as we get back. So it meant we had to hold ourselves accountable over break and everything. And I think everyone did do that. Everyone worked hard over break because we all want to be good this year. We all want to be great. So everyone worked really hard over break, and now once we got back, just pretty much keep it going. And yeah, I think this group now, especially, we're really sophomore heavy this year. So we were almost all together last year. So it's just helped our companionship and everything that we've been together for a whole year and a half now, and all of us experienced losing last year, so we're really excited to win this year, and we know what it takes because we saw how close we were last year, but we didn't do it, so we're excited to actually do it this year and get over the hump. Yeah, I pretty much took this summer and I did all the rehab and everything I needed to do to get better, and I think now that my freshman year is over and all that rehab stuff is over, I think it's honestly made me better, hopefully, because I think, thanks to God, I healed and I also learned a lot about how to recover properly and just know what to do in between starts and that kind of thing. Yeah, I think honestly the biggest thing is that it's just a longer season than you expect, especially in Kansas high school baseball. You play about 20 games in a season, so I mean, if you're a pitcher, you probably throw about maybe 7 of those, and season for college for JUCO, it's about 14 weekends, so it's about double. So it's just something you have to get used to. It's a longer season, more stress on your arm and everything, so you gotta know when to push and when to kind of hold back a little bit. We've just all come together, and we all know what we personally have to do and what we have to do as a staff to be good this year. Last year we started off really well. We pitched really well, and then had a lot of injuries, and then struggled a little bit late. So we know what it takes this year, and I think we've all come together and know like we can't take any steps back this year. We got to keep moving forward. So yeah, I'm most looking forward to just playing with this team and winning again. Winning. Yeah, I think this team is really working hard this year, and I think we have a great chance to do really well. And I'm also just really excited. I think a lot of us are playing for an audience of one, and I think that's the most important thing in life is playing for God. So I think I'm really excited to do that with our team this year.